while Sister Brittany was to give us comments.
Cornerstone Hospital announcements for June 24, 2017. Youth class every day. Youth class every Tuesday. Preschool and elementary until 12. All others until 2. Church day fast is on Wednesday until 3. Next Friday night is Sabbath school weekend with our Deacon Rick Span in charge. Remember to make your dollar grow before July 29th. Remember your payment to the church for a meal you have eaten at a restaurant. The last one will be a good one. Upcoming events. Our health and fitness month will be in July. The appreciation for Pastor Burns is in November during the state meeting. July 8th, which is next Sabbath, we'll be having Denim Day, wearing blue jeans. July 13th, 14th, and 16th will be the anniversary of our pastor, Henry Johnson. The National Convention is July 17th to the 22nd in Lexington, Kentucky. July 23rd at sundown is new moon. July 29th we'll be having Hat Day. Noah's Ark Day has been postponed until August. The date will be announced later. August 11th and 12th is the Women's Conference. Host is our Sophia Eves from Wilmington. August 18th and 19th is a Men's Conference, hosted by our Victor Timothy Hamner, and our pastor will be one of the speakers. September is the anniversary service for Lady Emma Hawkins. September 2nd. September 20th at sundown and 21st at sundown will be the Feast of Trumpets. September 29th at sundown through the 30th of September will be Day of Atonement. October 4th through the 12th will be Feast of Tabernacles. The days off from work will be on October 5th and October 12th. The youth of New Beginning will be having youth explosion on December 9th. And January birthdays was our sister, June was our sister Natasha Ghana, and then our upcoming birthdays for July is Deacon Shane Donald, July 8th, and Kimara Green, July 17th. There's no anniversaries in July. Remember in prayer our sister Alex Allen, our sister Padam Secreto, sister Jamie Hammers, Sophia Esman, our Deacon Charles Johnson Sr., the family of Rise Williams, Victor Askew, Mr. Harry E. Sr., family of Lady Sarah Wallace, our sister Danielle Johnson, and Arthur Henderson. That's it for the announcement.
for the announcements. We also thank Brother Charlie for being here today. His mama says grandson. Bishop Wallace's nephew. And right now we're going to turn in our hands of our sister Natasha and Donald and receive our saying amen. 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 Amen.
I'm a soldier in the army of the Lord. I'm a soldier in the army. Got my war clothes on. Service, and all the white people, and everyone who desires to testify to testify.
Praise the Lord, saints.
Praise the Lord.
God to my parents, Tiffany Pastor, Mother Wallace, Mother Smart. Thanks, pray I want to thank the Lord for the Holy Ghost. I want to thank the Lord for a blessing on Tuesday. I want to thank the Lord for my job. I want to thank the Lord for my children. I want to thank the Lord for Cornerstone. First meal I go to school.
Amen. Praise the Lord. I give honor to the Spirit of Christ. Yeah, it's still having my life. I was kind of bothered about saying this, but my spirit just Brother Troy started off when he had mentioned how I was paralyzed from the neck down. But he left out a few little things that I had to give God honor for to make sure that we overcome our testimony. I was in this world. First of all, I got started. First of all, I had a warning come before destruction. I had a warning that came to me in a dream to get out of the situation that I was in. However, I was hard hit. I did not get out of it. But God still seemed to favor, to cover me. And then a month later, I had a horrific accident where I was paralyzed from the neck down. Couldn't do anything. They told me I would never. Well, first of all, let me back. First of all, they told me I almost died. They told me I was going to die. And as I laid there with the tubes in all of my body, going in and out of consciousness, all I could be concerned with was my son. Where was he at and all this and that. And I remember saying his name, and I remember that's why it's important to keep kids in church. Train for a child the way they should go when they get older. All I can do is declare, I will live and not die because of the works of the Lord. Passed out. I don't know when I woke up, but I woke back up. Whatever they said days before that about me not making it, I survived that. So then, but I woke up paralyzed from the neck down, and for the whole almost the whole time, like I'm still in my 30s. I was in a nursing home, and I remember sitting in like the chair, sitting out the window. All I could do is sit there all day. I couldn't do anything but just sit there and just cry out to God. And I remember one time as I sat there, I told my finger, I was trying to tell my finger to move in the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus. It didn't move. I kept doing it every day. It didn't move. It just moved just a tad bit. And that's all I needed. It didn't move anything else didn't move for the next 9 months. But just because it moved in, you know what I'm saying, they keep you off. And they told me I would never walk again. They told me I would be in a wheelchair, that I would have to, not even a wheelchair that you could control, but you could blow by your mouth. Which I thought that was ridiculous. I'm not going to blow anything, right? I'm a little guy. I don't have much air to blow. So I just refused to do that. And even the people that were around me, they were there, but they didn't have a measure of faith. For my faith, I could even order shoes offline. When my son used to be there, and I would see the shoes and I would order the shoes. And everybody around me thought I was crazy. They was like, why are you ordering these shoes? All these shoes. You can't wear them. But I would order them, they would be under the bed. Not knowing that I was activating my faith the whole time. Because I didn't knew that I was going to walk someday. Even after they said I wasn't going to walk, they prepared me to this whole lifestyle of being in a wheelchair for the rest of my life. And as I continue to steadfast and cry out to God and just will myself and declare the works of the Lord. I just remember one day we were out, I was going to a treatment. They did all these different treatments, nothing worked, they all backfired. It was just, basically they just gave their hands up. But I did somewhere that I just knew that God was still good. He still was going to restore me. And he did that. I remember I was sitting in a wheelchair, was sitting outside the car, And I just like, I said, Lord, you're going to do this. You know, I need you to do it. You know, I need to go ahead and make this happen. And I stood up and I said, stand up. And I stood up so fast that I fell back in the chair because I was scared because I hadn't walked in almost a whole year. But then slowly after that, my body started to come back. You know, even in the midst of it, you know, the doctors were still amazed. They could never tell me, oh, they couldn't say, oh, this is what happened. Because I wasn't on, the treatments didn't work. Even treatment, they tried like about 5 different treatments. None of it worked. You know, and I tell everyone today that God is still in the healing.
Yes, He is.
And I tell you, like I said, faith without works is dead.
Yeah.
You know, and then like my brother talked to me the other day and he laughed. He said, I remember when he was buying all those shoes. He said, I was just wasting money, But clearly, I didn't have to tell him. He caught the message. He said, wow, you were activating your faith when you was buying those shoes. Put them in the bed because you knew you were going to walk. And as I'm here today, I don't look like what I've been through. I don't feel like what I've been through. You know, and I just thank God that I give him all the glory.
Praise the Lord, saints. Praise the Lord. And back to my pastor. I thank the Lord for the Holy Ghost. I thank the Lord for everything He has done and what He's about to do for me. I thank the Lord for letting me see another day. I thank the Lord for another fourth Sabbath. I thank the Lord for everything. Pray my sister to the Lord.
Praise the Lord, saints. I thank the Lord for everything He done for me. Thank the Lord for the Holy Ghost. Pray for me.
Praise the Lord.
I thank God for letting me be. I thank God for everything He's done. I thank God for the Holy Ghost.
Praise the Lord, saints. Praise the Lord. I got in Dallas ahead of my life. Pastor Kim, to me, Mom, Bishop Water.
God bless you.
Mother Smart, Mother Wallace, our Brother Charlie, all the saints. I thank God for just allowing me to be here one more time. I thank God for the Sabbath school lesson because we were talking about divine healing. In Sabbath school. We were talking about that divine healing and we were told that it still works, you know, and if we don't have, I mean, you need to read the Bible, but He's still working miracles today. He's doing the healing today. And I thank God for allowing us to know who He is, you know. And I'm telling you, young people, put yourselves in the Word. I want to know who brought their Bibles today. Kimora. It's always Kimora. The young people. Young people. You ain't young. The young people. Read the Word. Read the Word. It's all about the Word. People gonna trick you. They gonna trick. The world's gonna trick you. Satan's gonna trick you. So get in the Word and stay there. I thank God for every day that y'all wake up. Thank God that He woke you up. Because you could be like Lana's son and didn't get up. But He allowed you to come into the sanctuary. We might be few in number, but guess what? We can still praise Him. We can still lift His name up on high. Because He's worthy of the praises. And if you don't want to praise Him, He'll have the rocks to cry out. He will have the rocks to cry out. So each day that you give God the honor and the glory. Because it all belongs to Him. It belongs to Him. It belongs to Him. And now that we're out of school, guess what? You even got more time to get into the Word. He'll provide for us. Get in the Word. You can't read? Get that auto Bible that'll read to you. You need to know, honor thy father and thy mother that our days may be long. You need to know this. Don't listen to your friend. You ain't got to do what they say. You ain't got to do it. Guess what? You can go on and steal. In the Word it says, thou shalt not steal. Got to get in the Word and stay there and be ready when He comes. You pray my natural and my spiritual strength in the Lord. Amen.
To pastor, first lady, to the assistant pastors, to Mother Smart, to all the saints of the Most High God. We thank the Lord for being here today. Thank Him for His loving kindness and His tender mercy. Because truly God is a good God. I was just thinking about Sister Lionel's son. I was like, well, we had somebody that was able to make it across the stage to their graduation. He had one more day before he could go across, but he went across into another place. But we just thank the Lord for, you know, how He's just been blessing. And you need to stay in church, in the Word, and all of that, like First Lady said. Because you don't know what protection you have. Just being around the saints, being near the altar, all of that is your protection. And I praise Almighty for our young people that we have. And we're not fussing all the time. We just want you to do the right thing. We want you to do the right thing. And you might say, well, you did so and so. Well, that's why I can tell you don't do it. Because I did so and so. So if I have been through it, I can tell you what it is and what not to do. So you can always do that. Because I remember Lady Eve used to always want me, no, that was more than her, but she was on me all the time, write a book, write a book. I said, well, I'm going to write a book. I said, how am I going to tell somebody how to stay married if I'm not married? She said, that's why you can tell somebody. Because you know what you went through and how you got through it and all of that. And she said, I can proofread for you. I said, no, you just want milk. But she always tell me, I'm going to proofread your stuff for you. Because I used to write, every day I used to write in a journal. And I don't even know what made me destroy that journal. I destroyed that journal one day, and some of the stuff I remember, some of the stuff I can't, but I put in there. But writing in that book every day was like a release of stuff that was on my mind, stuff I was going through. And I wrote and wrote and wrote till I couldn't write anymore. I was always writing something in that book. But if you go through something, then you are able to tell somebody else. Don't go this way. It's not a good way to go. Don't do this. Because that's not a good thing for you to do. Do this. Read the word. Read it. Listen to the good advice. Listen to that advice. Don't listen to your friends say, oh man, just try it one time. You try it one time, it's going to be it. Just like a little baby. If they never taste a piece of candy, they'll never desire a piece of candy. And if you taste that piece of candy, then you're going to want that candy all the time. And that's with anything. You get started in it, once you get a little hit of it, then you can't get it. You seem like you just can't get away from it. And once you get on, it's hard to get away from anything that you have been doing over and over and over and over. But with God's help, you can get over anything. All things you can get over. And I praise Almighty because He is working. I know He's working. Some stuff I don't see yet, but I know He's working. Just like my son, I had been praying and praying. The Lord said, stop praying. I said, oh, Lord Jesus, I mean, I'm going to give up. I like, no, I'm not giving up, but I'm not going to pray. He said, don't pray. Next thing I know, he was coming to the church. Next week, he was there again. Next week, he was there again. So sometimes we just have to leave him alone and pray. When God says, don't pray no more, don't pray no more. Follow what God tells you to do. And I just want to thank the Lord for touching me, touching my body. I haven't got my results back yet. But when they told me to take the bandage off at a certain time, I took it out and I had this big lump in my neck. It was going all the way up my shoulder over here. So I got scared. I called they told me if anything happened, call my regular doctor. I called their office. They talk about, well, you called them, you need to call them. I said, well, they got on the paper to call you. And so I got on the phone, called the surgeon who did the thing. So they said, well, he's busy. He did something. I said, okay. I said, well, can I leave him a message? And not even 10 minutes later, he called me back. I said, he must have been through real fast. But he called me back, and I was telling him what was going on. He said, well, let it go for until Friday. If it's still there, call me back. If not, you don't have to call me back. He said, you see, I can be reached. I said, well, thank the Lord for that, because some doctors they just let you go. They won't call you back. The nurses don't tell them what you said or anything, but that knot and all of that went down, went all the way away, even the one over my face. And I know when I get my report, I'm not going to believe if it's something bad. I'm not going to believe the report of the doctor. I'm going to be believing the report of the Lord. Because I know He can do whatever it needs to be done, if there's something needs to be done, which I'm not claiming. I'm saying there's not going to be anything. When they give me the results, it's going to be a good result. But I ask God to pray my strength in the Lord. could not have survived my physical. Because when I got the diagnosis of cancer, I thank God for that years ago when I was young in First Day Church. I remember after I got the diagnosis, I remember when Bishop Trumbull prophesied. He said, I said you're going to live to a ripe old age. So that hearing about the big seed didn't devastate me. So, but I still didn't want to tell my children because they might get scared. The only one I told was Angelique. But to God be the glory. You know how you get that diagnosis? Even if you get a diagnosis, doesn't mean it's true. And even if it is, he's the healer. That's what it is, the healer. But he didn't let me become devastated. Yeah. I just went on as usual. Kept it to myself. But to God be the glory. Nobody but him. No matter what happens. He is the one.
Amen. Yes, he is.
He's the power.
Yes.
He's the one. We look at diagnosis, we look at what people say, you ain't gonna be nothing, never so and so.
Yeah.
But what did God say?
Yes.
We should look at the word of God. Now, I do honor him for the Holy Ghost again. Pastor Kim, my son, little boy that grew up with my children who spent the night. But he said, I made him go to bed early one night. But there's no doubt that they had a friend in Bible. They all were laughing. Probably around the same age, you know. And so I took them out to the park the next day. But I heard him say, she didn't want to, but she wouldn't have been. She made us go to bed early. But I say to God be the glory. I honor my pastor. First Lady Anika West, Bishop J.C. Wallace. Good. The entire ministerial staff, magnificent musicians, elect ladies, saints, mothers, and all the saints of God. And what an honor to have our mother in Yeah, he's an awesome God.
Yes, he is.
But they were out for lunch, but I told them, I said, they probably gonna be so happy to see you.
Amen.
They're gonna stand up and rejoice for you. Thank God for you. We're outside the house. I know this is reception. Pastor Hogan, everybody's so happy to see you. And Layla, she came bouncing out to the car. She brought candy for each one. And guess what she said? Give it to her. Before didn't want her grandmother to eat, I guess. I said, give it to her right now. While she can see it. So she gave it to me, and then she gave one for Bobby. I call him Bobby, my son-in-law, my son, Robert, and one for Joy. She gave one for everybody. But Mother Smart said she wanted to come. She didn't want to come.
Yeah.
And I think about how much she loved Mother Smart and Elder Smart. So no wonder she likes to sleep with Mother Smart. Mother Smart love her bed, Elder Smart love his bed. So that's where her grandfather slept also. So I don't blame her for wanting to sleep in that bed, even though she has an extra bed.
Yes.
She chose to be with her grandmother. And I would say to God be the glory. The saints of God are only, we're one family.
Amen.
We are physical, spiritual, and emotional. And I was happy Bishop Watson told me that his nephew, my friend, the lady Sarah, that's her grandson.
Amen.
That's
Amen.
angels.
Amen.
Well, praise the Lord. When I walked in there, I first looked, I kept looking, I said, that look like him trying to tell me. When I first saw him, but we say to God be the glory.
Amen.
Let us continue in love and
Amen.
prayer for the saints. All of those that I say, continue in prayer. Things just happen.
Yes.
Love and the Lord.
Yes.
And let us, because of death and things happening like that, let us all be ready.
Amen.
Be ready.
Yes.
There's no age on death.
Amen.
It just happens. But let it cause us to get closer to God.
So true. Amen.
And
Amen.
closer to each other and
Yes.
pray for each other. those that have left, backslid all over the brotherhood, everywhere, for return. Because God is the one that loves. God loves us.
Yes, he does.
And I heard something before I sit down. A faith healer was talking to this gentleman, and he said, God doesn't heal us because we're so good. And yet he gets healing. He said he heals us because he's so good.
Amen.
We're living not because we're so good.
Amen. So
We're
true.
living because God's so good.
Yes, he is.
And we're just happy. We thank God for everything. We thank God also for all our musicians.
Amen.
Amen. Right here. I'm telling you, now this is so nice. And Brother George, not many seconds ago, we were going outside, and I didn't know, I hadn't seen him in a long time. I'm greeting the saints with, and that was Brother George. Brother George.
He loved me through my good. He loved me through my bad. He loved me through my good. He loved me through my bad. He didn't erase my future because of my past. He loved me through my good, through my bad. He loved me through my good. He loved me through my bad. He loved me through my good. He loved me through my bad. He didn't erase my future because of my past. Oh, he loved me through my good and through my bad. Oh, he loved me through my good.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
He loved me through my bad. He loved me through my good. He loved me through my bad. He erased my future because of my past. Oh, he loved me through my good and through my bad. And I wanna thank you.
Yes.
And I wanna thank you. And I wanna thank you. And I wanna thank you. And I wanna thank you.
to open up the song part of the service, we're gonna ask MMK to give us the selection.
All right, MMK. Sing my song.
And right now, we're gonna have a solo by our St. Clear West.
All right now. Yes, sing it, gospel song.
They said I wouldn't make it.
Yes.
They said I wouldn't be here today. They said I wouldn't mount up to anything. But I'm glad to say that I'm on my way. I'm not going nowhere. I'm here to stay. See, there were many who started out with me, but right now they're gone astray. Go the going gets rough, and the going gets tough. I'm not going nowhere. I'm here to stay. I'm still.
still holding on because of God's mercy, God's grace. We've been to a miracle.
praise God for his visitation today. You know, if you look back in your mind, each and every one of us has a story to tell. How God has blessed us to be where we are right now. We're thanking and praising God for just who he is. And how good he's been to us. Truly, God has been good to each and every one of us. And to be able to know that I don't look like what I've been through. Because if you look, like I say, you start searching through somebody's life and you say, well, oh, you've been through all that. But God has been good to us. And we thank God for that, and we thank God for the services thus far. And at this time, we're going to turn into the hands of our junior pastor, our brother Deron West. Amen. Can we receive him and say amen? Amen. Amen.
Praise the Lord, saints.
Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord, saints.
Praise the Lord.
I give honor to God, who is the head of my life. Thank the Lord for the Holy Ghost. Thank God for keeping me on my job. So I give honor to the pastor, first lady, to the assistant pastors, to Minister Troy, to Mother Wallace, to Mother Smart, to everyone in respective places. I want to thank God for, first off, blessing me with a job.
Amen.
I want to thank God for giving me favor on my job.
Amen.
My phone has been off for a couple of days, so I kind of get my messages or like my text messages or like messages from other people only when I have Wi-Fi. And I just had Deacon Tavon earlier send me up with his Wi-Fi, and as soon as it did it, I got a Snapchat message from Brother Tyler. Usually, we always, we tell each other good morning and, tell each other, hope we have a blessed day and everything. And in this one, he was telling me, first it said, wake up. And then he was saying, happy Sabbath and everything. But I was trying to find a message for today, and just those 2 words, wake up, it stuck with me. So my title for today is Wake Up. I'm not one of those people who, when the alarm clock goes off, is so easy to get up and so happy to just jump out of bed and get ready to embrace the day. I'm more of the type to have probably like 8 alarms back to back. 6 o'clock, 6:05, 6:08, 6:10. I need more than one alarm to wake me up, and sometimes that don't even help.
My Lord.
And on my job, I tend to work usually let's say 10 to 12 hours a day. So, take the sleep, man, I'm starting to take it more seriously. And, starting to really, see it as a precious gift.
Yeah.
So I understand the state of being half asleep / half awake. And I hope we all understand, what it means to be half asleep. To be drowsy. You're not really asleep. You're still awake.
Yes.
But there's a vague awareness of what's going around you.
Right.
See, the vague awareness tends to drift in and out.
Right.
1 minute, everything's going good. The next minute, you just... It's like hearing the alarm go off, waking up, turning it off, rolling back over just to fall asleep for the next 15 minutes. Or so you think, and it ends up being an hour. We hear the alarm go off and we're aware of it. We respond to it momentarily, but then turn around and go back to sleep. So then it hit me. Does this pretty much describe my spiritual life? Aware of the reality of God, having to respond to of the times in the past, but then turn around and gotten back to where I was before, becoming lax, pursuing my own ideas and an agenda. Is there anyone who feels like they may be spiritually exhausted, half asleep, half awake, aware of God and believing in God, but slipping in and out, like we do every morning, or like I do every morning? To help answer this question, let me describe the symptoms of sleepy saints. We're going to compare and contrast this. So I kind of borrowed this sermon that I seen, just a part of it. I'm going to read it exactly. Before I read it, it says, when you're asleep, you're unaware of what's going around you. All kinds of things are going on, but you don't know it because you're asleep. You have absolutely no clue. Being on the basketball team my senior year, we had road games, and there was always this one teammate who would fall asleep on the bus. So I thought it would be funny, we got some Scotch tape, and I taped it probably like 2 inches away from where his head was. And I yelled and said, "Ah!" And when he jumped up, he had the tape all on his face. And it wasn't the right thing to do. Amen. But I just want you to get an idea of what can happen when you're asleep.
Amen.
So I said, when we're asleep, we're unaware of what's going around us. Spiritually, it's the same way. Sleepy saints, we're aware of what God is doing around us. We step into the beautiful summer day with birds, flowers, and praising God, walking around, but without noticing what God is doing around us. God gives us another precious day of life and breath, so we can love Him and love the others. But do we often seem to take advantage of it? We don't tend to tell God thank you. What can seem so small can be a big thing. Waking up and praying and telling God thank you for waking up. Like my little cousin Rise, who wasn't able to see his graduation. This was the same little cousin who taught me how to ride a bike. He was always bigger than me, always taller than me, so I often called him the big cousin. He attempted to teach me how to swim. That didn't go so well. And most of y'all don't know this, but he was kind of the reason why I really started playing basketball. Seeing him playing, seeing how good he was, and he was younger than me, gave me that drive to want to get better. He's not awake right now. He doesn't have time to get it right anymore. But we do. So it says, when I read the sermon, the guy said, he said Christians, but I'm going to say saints. Behold your condition. Have you not sometimes been brought into a condition you wish that you didn't proofread this. I think he meant okay, that's what he's trying to say. Okay. I'm starting over. He says, behold, your condition. Have you not sometimes been brought into a situation that you wish you could feel, but all you feel was pain because you could not feel anything else? You wish you could pray, that it was not that you filled the prayer list because when I read it earlier, it was making sense, but now I'm reading it now, it's not. But I'm just gonna go off of what I feel like he was trying to say when I read it the first time. That he was pretty much saying it's time to wake up.
Yes.
We tend to be asleep and we tend to take God for granted. We tend to take God for granted.
Yes.
We tend to wait until we truly need God to talk to him.
My Lord.
But we should need God every day.
Yes.
So what's the excuse? Sleepy saints, not in reality. I'm talking about inactive sleepy saints. When you're asleep, you're not doing anything. You're just lying there, breathing slowly. And if you like my pops, you're snoring loudly. Saying that you believe, but you're not actively serving God. Sort of breathing slowly, but you're not doing anything for his kingdom.
Yeah.
But fully awake saints are active. They choose to spend time doing things for God and for his kingdom. Both inside the church and outside the church. They can represent the church with a good name. The Bible says, let your light so shine.
Yeah.
And it's not talking about in church. It should be your everyday life. You can't be in church praising God and then Monday morning out cursing out somebody. Instead of cursing them out, you should be trying to get them to come to church.
Amen. I do.
Are you sleepy or awake? Now I'm sure there's more characteristics of a sleepy saint.
Yes.
Than being unaware of God, not living in reality, or being inactive. But I think that it's a start. See, if we can get those things right, then the other things will come even. The question is, are you a sleepy saint or are you fully awake?
Yeah.
Isaiah, the 52nd chapter, verses 1 through 3. First lady, you mind reading this for me?
Awake, awake. Put on thy strength, O Zion. Put on thy beautiful garments, O Jerusalem, the holy city. For henceforth there shall no more come unto thee the uncircumcised and the unclean. Shake thyself from the dust, arise, and sit down, O Jerusalem. Loose thyself from the bands of thy neck, O captive daughter of Zion. For thus said the Lord, ye have sold yourselves for naught, and yea, and ye shall, you said 5.
I said 3.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Now, what I like about verse 1, he says, wake up twice. So if you didn't get it the first time, you better get it the second time.
I know that's right.
It's a call of wake up. It's telling you to get ready. At this point in time, the people are still slaves in exile. The city is not rebuilt. Life is still a mess. The deliverance and the salvation is promised in the rest of the dialogue. But it has not happened yet. The party is still a promise, and the celebration is still at some time in the future. The first reality is the people were still slaves in exile. But that is when God commands them, us, to wake up.
Yeah.
Get dressed. Put on your finest. Rise up from the dust. Remove the chains of slavery. Because here is the second reality. God is awake. God is on the move.
Yeah.
God is powerful.
Yeah.
The promises of salvation and deliverance and the power are true, are real, and they are coming. If we are asleep, then we'll miss them. Sorry, but that's the way it is.
I know that's right.
It might be harsh, but it's true. Sleepy saints will miss it. God will be at work all around, and we'll be snoring in a corner. Now, this is the time to wake up, to clothe with strength. Put on your beautiful clothes and rise from dust. Remove the chains of slavery, to shake off the slumber and awake to the reality of God among us. We have to be ready and we have to be alert when God comes. Now, I started off saying how I struggle to wake up. And I shared, I tried to share some of the content from the sermon. And in the sermon, how I read it, to me it sounded like he was basically yelling at the people, trying to get them to wake up, to see what they were doing wasn't right, to get it right before it was too late. But I'm not going to yell at you, because I hope that we're not in that place that someone needs to be screaming and yelling for you to get the message. Instead, I'm going to gently plead. Wake up. Wake up. Many of us have experienced a rude awakening, like my friend on the bus. But we've probably also experienced a gentle awakening from a spouse, a parent, maybe even your child. Gently putting a hand on your shoulder, quietly speaking, saying good morning, breakfast ready. Simply just saying, it's time to wake up. You see, God is the same way. In gentleness, in closeness. His hand is on your shoulder. His still small voice has the same message. Wake up. Wake up or it's too late. I want to be with you. I want to spend time with you. I want you to have this amazing experience. I want you to be in the kingdom. I want to bring you. I need you. And when you hear this gentle call, will you wake up?
Wake up.
thank God for the message on today. Thank God for the service on today. Thank God for His presence coming into the service. It's a good thing when you come to church and there's peace and tranquility, and you're going to be refreshed from praising God. He was talking about wake up, and I noticed that when you're asleep, you're basically unconscious. And it's a strange feeling, as he was saying, you know, when you're asleep and you have nightmares. You sleep and you wake up and you're trying to figure out, wow, why did this happen? What's going on? And a lot of times, you know, we heard, and even our brother Demetrius was saying, they are warnings. You know, and sometimes you go to sleep and then you have a nightmare and you say, oh, I ain't going back to sleep. I don't care how tired you are, I ain't going back to sleep. Because I don't want to be in that deep hole or in that bad situation. So I'm doing what I can to stay awake. That's what he was talking about. Wake up. Sometimes it's hard to wake up. Yes. You know what I'm saying? When you get involved, I don't come to church just to sit down or whatever. I try to play a part. Even though this is for young people's time. They're singing. They're trying to give God their best. Support them.
Yeah.
You know, if they ask you to get up and clap your hands, clap your hands. If they ask you to get up and give a testimony, there's no harm in. See, the thing is, we lose focus because of who is requesting us to do things. Yeah. What I learned through this walk, my father and all the other my uncles and all them, is, excuse me? you all know. What I've learned is that you have to play a part in everything. Everything. And the thing is, I'm not doing it for them. I'm not doing it for my mama, my dad. See, I used to think, well, because, you know, so-and-so asked me to do it. I'm going to do it with attitude. Or I ain't going to do it at all. But I realized I'm doing it for God. The person who woke me up. As he talking about rise. You know, that's a very unique name. His name was Rise. And like I said, when I heard about the death, you know, very sudden, I thought, wow. Now when he wakes up, where will he be? See, we're focusing on everything else. It's all about our souls. As I said last night, it's about our souls. Yeah. Yeah, we can make the money, we can play the sports, we can do all these different things. We can go out and have fun, enjoy ourselves. Oh no, when we die, those things are still here. And guess what? Everybody who's a part of our lives are debating and fighting over our things. And that's a whole lot of drama for the things that we work hard for. Houses, cars, money in the bank,